Is Amy talking on a final word on investing. In the world of money, you will often see the term ROI, return on investment. Depending on upon whom you talk to, ROI will vary. For example, if you talk to a banker, he or she may say, "We pay 3% interest on your money." If you will, this may sound good. If you talk to a financial planner, they may say, "I'm going to expect the return on your investment of 10% per year." To many people, a 10% return is exciting. To most people, especially those in the E and S quadrants, the higher your return, the greater the risk. So the person accepting a 10% return already assumes there is no more risk in that investment than the 3% return from the bank there is. Ironically, both the 3% return from the bank and the 10% return from the stock market are extremely high risk. The money in the bank is at risk due to inflation and higher taxes caused by banks printing money. The 10% in the stock market is at risk due to volatility caused by HFT, high frequency trading, and due to the whole vice investing without insurance. In Robert's world, ROI stands for return on information. This means the more information Robert has, the higher in his returns and the lower his risk. Robert's caution you because what Robert's about to say may sound insane to be good or may sound insane or too good to be true. Yet Robert assures you it is true. In Robert's world, the world of a level 4 and level 5 investor, an infinite return is expected and with low risk. An infinite return means money for nothing. In other words, investors receive income without having any of their own money in the investment. And in an earlier section, Robert wrote that Robert took a real estate course in 1973. After looking at over 100 investment, Robert purchased a condo in 1972. Robert purchased a condo on using 100% financing, which means Robert used none of his own money. Robert put $25 each month into his pocket. That $25 was an infinite return on his investment since Robert had zero invested. And Robert quote from that section: "Real life education had begun, and Robert was learning to use other people's money to make money, a skill true capitalist must know." Robert knows $25 a month is not a lot of money, yet it was not the money that was important to Robert. It was learning a way of thinking, a way of processing information and producing a result. One of the reasons that Robert has so much money today is simply because Robert was educated and trained to think differently. We have read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You may recall that the title of the first chapter is "The Rich Don't Work for Money." One of the reasons why those in the E and S quadrants have problems with the statement is because most of them went to school to learn to work for money. They did not go to school to learn how to work to have other people's money work for them. When Kim and Robert started the Rich Dad Company, they borrowed $250,000 from investors. They paid the money back once the company was up and running. Today, the business had returned multi-millions of dollars, not only to Kim and Robert, but to the companies and individuals associated with Rich Dad. As Robert said, capitalists are generous. Robert's point is that the moment a person knows how to make money out of nothing or with other people's money or a bank's money, they enter quadrants of world of hard work, high taxes, and low returns on investment. Robert's point is that the moment a person knows how to make money out of nothing or with other people's money or bank's money, they enter a different world. It's a world almost exactly from the NS quadrants, a world of hard work, high taxes, low returns on investment. The reason most people believe saving is smart and a 10% return in the stock market is worse, it is simply due to a lack of financial education. Your best ROI is not a return on your investment, but a return on your information. This is why financial education is essential, especially for the uncertainty of the world ahead. Remember, this is about the world education. Education gives us the power to turn information into meaning. Yet, in the information age, we are drenched with financial information. Yet, without financial education, we cannot turn information into useful meaning for our lives. In closing, Robert says the I quadrant is the most important quadrant for your future. No matter what you do for a living, how well you do in the I quadrant will determine your future. In other words, even if you make very little money in the ENS quadrant, financial security in the I quadrant is your ticket to freedom, financial education. For example, Robert's son is a Buddhist nun. She earns nearly zero in the S quadrant. Yes, she attends their investment courses and has steadily been increasing her financial education. Today, her future is bright because she stopped saving money in banks and buying mutual funds and began investing in real estate and silver. In the 10 years between 2000 and 2010, she has made much more in the I quadrant than she could ever make as a nun in the S quadrant. Robert is very proud of his sister. She may be a nun by profession, but she does not have to be a poor nun. So, also, without financial education, even though you have financial information, there's no point of that financial information if you don't have any education, because then you won't get anything, and it's not going to be really important to your life, because you're just not going to know it. So, yeah, and also if you're an E or an S, if you go to an and the I is the most important quadrant, and going into the I depends on your future. No matter what you do for a living, how well you do in the I quadrant will determine your future. So if you're from an E and an S and then you go to the I quadrant, if you have no financial education and you're going bad, well, then I'd say I try to go be more prepared this time. Well, when you're doing it, otherwise, then you need to learn more. But if you have very high financial education, then you're good, because, well, you're gonna go good in the I quadrant. You're gonna go up little, and then big. Yeah, so, yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe. Bye.